How you doing, my friends? I'm the Jovenshire, and I'm sick. Thank you so much for tuning in. The news today was just too much fun not to talk about, and even though I'm really sick, I'm just sorry for looking like this. I am sorry. Thank you for watching, but I'm sorry you have to see me like this. I wanted to make a video. I wanted to talk about this because it's fun. And if you are new to the channel, yes, I'm the Jovenshire, and here we talk about all things movies, gaming, and comic books. Though sometimes we talk more movies than other things, and sometimes we talk a lot more Marvel than other things, because after a movie like Infinity War, it's hard not to talk about everything that comes up from that movie. So if you like what you see today, please hit that subscribe button, because I think you're gonna like what you see. Now, let's get to today's information. Like I said, it was too fun not to talk about. It's the Russo brothers, the directors of Infinity War, have gone ahead and shed some light in an interview telling us who may or may not have survived the ending of Avengers Infinity War. Now, I did say the word ending, so obviously we're talking about spoilers, but everybody saw this movie, right? Right? I'm tired of saying spoiler alert. You know what happened. People died. Lots of them. And now we're going to find out some of the other characters in the MCU, if they lived or died straight from the horse's mouth. Or the Russo's mouth. In this interview with the Russo brothers, they were kind enough to kind of shed some light, yes, on the characters, but they give one of three answers. Either they lived, they died, or spoiler. So let's see what we can take from this information. And again, this is more fun than anything else, because some of it, who cares? But hey, let's get into it. Let's have some fun. First off, a character that we saw in the earlier Thor movies, but not much since. We're talking about Lady Sif. She kind of got replaced by Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok. We haven't heard from her. She was kind of maybe a possible new romance for Thor. Well, guess what? Not anymore. She's dead. D-E-D. Dead. Gone. Which, it makes sense. They haven't done anything with her character in a while, but according to the current end of Avengers Infinity War, Lady Sif is dead. Now this next one, this one actually hurts a little bit. This one's hard to talk about. This one is Aunt May. Did Aunt May survive the ending to Avengers Infinity War? And the answer is yes. Aunt May did survive. Sucks, because she's had a hard life as it is. She lost her husband, took in this child that she grew to love as her own, and then all of a sudden, guess what? He ain't coming home, and everyone else around him, is dead too. But will this play into Avengers 4? I don't know. We still never covered the fact that Aunt May knows about the fact that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and apparently my last video was wrong, and Homecoming 2 takes place after Avengers 4, so it's just not something that they ever really talked about, which kind of sucks. But maybe they'll touch on it later, because she is still alive. Now, speaking of Spider-Man Homecoming, we've got Ned, which is interesting because Ned, if it's the same Ned in the Ultimate Comics, turns out to be Green Goblin later on. Or is it Hobgoblin? He's one of the goblins. I can't think right now. My head is very fuzzy. And Ned, being Peter Parker's best friend in Homecoming, they don't have a definitive answer. They did classify that one as spoiler. I don't think he's dead. He just seemed like a pivotal part of Peter Parker's life and the first Homecoming movie that they need him for the story, for storytelling in general, but also the fact that his character does turn into one of the goblins later on. Maybe that's something that they're going to play with. I don't know. Right now, he's classified as spoiler, so no answer. And I lied. I said there were three answers, and I looked again. There's actually a fourth answer for Nakia from Black Panther. She is considered unknown. So it's not spoiler, it's not lived, it's not dead, it's unknown. She is currently undercover. Yeah, deep undercover. So she's so deep undercover on a mission that the Russo brothers don't even know if she's alive. So that is deep undercover. That is as deep as you can get. So we don't know about Nakia. Now, a movie that kind of gets overlooked in the MCU, but technically is part of the MCU, is The Incredible Hulk. And we've got Betsy Ross. Now, Betsy Ross, according to the Russo brothers, did die. She's no longer alive, which makes sense because I guess Bruce Banner loves Black Widow and vice versa, or they didn't really touch on their relationship a lot, but hey, that's probably a good thing in Infinity War. We were looking at too many things. We didn't need to know about their relationship, or why didn't you call? Because I was stuck as a giant green man. So Betsy Ross, not in this MCU anymore. Going back to Black Panther, we've got Sheree. Now Sheree was Black Panther's little sister? Yeah, I'm pretty sure little sister. But she is considered under the category of spoiler. I'm gonna say it right now, I don't think she's dead. Even if these deaths did stay permanent, I think that she's going to be a pivotal part of the MCU moving forward. she's just a genius. She's capable of a lot of tech upgrades and being able to help people just by saying that she can. More importantly, she's a young actress and probably signed a 6-movie contract, so she's still alive, right? Now, we're answering the big questions here from Thor Ragnarok. Now, there's a character that we are definitely wondering about. We're talking about Loki. Is Loki still alive? I'm not talking about Tom Hiddleston Loki. I'm talking about the Matt Damon actor Loki. Is he alive or is he dead? Now, honestly, I don't know if the real Matt Damon was just a god and he was allowed to live on Asgard. That could be a thing. Or maybe it's just an actor on Asgard that looks a lot like Matt Damon. Either way, he's dead. Not gonna see him again. No more cameos for him. That's too bad, because it was very funny. Another Thor question, which this one's weird, because it kind of falls into two different categories. Where we have Jane Foster, played by Natalie Portman. Now, obviously, we've seen that their relationship isn't going well. They aren't together. Thor and Natalie Portman are just in different places. But did she live or did she die? Technically, the Russo brothers are saying that it's spoiler, but also that they are kind of confused. They're really surprised that they aren't allowed to talk about Jane Foster because they thought she was dead. So there might be some miscommunication there. Maybe she'll pop up as Thor in the future. Maybe Disney just doesn't want to say that she's dead because they don't want to cover the possibilities of her coming back as a Thor character like she did in the comics. But currently it is classified as spoiler. Now this is the one that people are actually asking about. This one is very, very important. Did our best friend Korg survive Thanos' attack on this ship?
Piss off, Ghost!
Apparently a lot of people died. Maybe they didn't really explain it, but maybe there were some escape pods that were able to get away. Or maybe when the ship exploded, Korg was just able to survive in space. He's a rock monster. We don't know he actually needs to breathe in oxygen. So Korg could be alive. According to the Russo brothers, spoiler. So they aren't allowed to say if our buddy Korg survived or died. So he could be floating in space as a rock. He might come back later on. Here's the thing. He was too popular of a character not to bring back Taika Waititi as Korg. We loved him. So hashtag bring back Korg. Hashtag keep Korg alive. Hashtag I love Korg. Now this last one actually kind of bugs me. It kind of bugs me a little bit because people they keep trying to make this character a thing. They keep trying. He keeps having these weird cameos. He's there in the universe. He definitely exists. It's a thing that is canon. Howard the Duck. Is Howard the Duck still alive, or did he die when half of the universe just... Well, guess what? According to the Russo brothers, Howard the Duck is still alive. He survived Thanos' attack. What if Howard the Duck is the one to save the day? It could happen. It can't happen. Stop trying to make Howard the Duck the thing, guys. Come on. But in the next phase for Marvel, who honestly knows who can pop up to be a hero? Could be Howard the Duck. Could be Jane Foster as Thor. Ned could wind up as the Green Goblin. Or Hobgoblin. I haven't decided which goblin. Hold on. Okay, Google. Spider-Man, Ned, Green Goblin? What just happened? Okay, apparently I took so long doing research that my camera had stopped recording. And it's like, hey, you're done. So I found out that Ned Leeds is Hobgoblin, and we don't know what Ned's last name is from Spider-Man, so it could be that. Anyways, guys, I'm not going to redo that whole outro. Just thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate being able to talk to all of you in the comments below about what we talked about today. So, thank you, and until the next time, I'll see you later. Dear God, I'm dying. I'm so sick.